Unexpected Coronation Street suicide news as locals are left horrified. In a shocking turn of events, a suicide note from Joel Deering, played by Callum Lill, has been discovered, leading DS Lisa Swain, portrayed by Vicky Myers, to announce a search for his body. Emotions run high at the funeral of Paul Foreman, with tensions flaring between Billy Mayhew and Bernie Winter over the arrangements. As the day unfolds, it becomes painfully clear just how much Billy is struggling. Meanwhile, Gail Platt drops a bombshell following Bethany's ordeal, leaving David incredulous. The mix of grief and shocking revelations sets the stage for intense drama in the coming episodes. Dee Dee plays a voice message from Joel, sparking immediate concern in Lisa, who suggests it might be a suicide note. This revelation sends a chill through everyone involved. Using Joel's phone signal, Kit quickly traces his last known location, leading them to a bridge where his car is parked. The discovery of a folded note on the dashboard heightens the urgency, and Lisa delivers the heartbreaking news. They are now in search of Joel's body. The gravity of the situation weighs heavily on the community, leaving everyone in shock and despair. Amidst the chaos, Tyrone is determined to make things right after Fizz's birthday was spoiled. He plans a romantic dinner to bring back some joy, but his intentions are met with unexpected complications. Fizz, feeling dizzy and uneasy, decides to see a doctor, adding to the tension of the evening. Meanwhile, with no consensus on how to honor Paul's memory, Billy and Bernie find themselves at odds again. Billy suggests they pick flowers together, but instead, their discussion escalates into another argument, highlighting the raw emotions they are grappling with. As the characters navigate their personal challenges, Stu is confronted by Mason at the restaurant, who reveals he spent the night there to escape his abusive brothers. This adds another layer of urgency to the unfolding drama. Meanwhile, Sarah is in Turkey, struggling to access her voicemail and waiting for updates from a loan company. In her absence, Adam checks her messages and is stunned to hear one from Damon, leaving him with more questions than answers. The intertwining stories of loss, conflict, and unexpected revelations set the stage for an emotionally charged atmosphere in Coronation Street. Billy is filled with emotion as he prepares for the funeral, especially since it falls on what would have been his and Paul's first wedding anniversary. The weight of this day is heavy, and he's determined to honor Paul's memory. However, when he arrives at the church, he's taken aback to find Denny lurking in the shadows, clearly intoxicated. Anger flares as Billy orders him to behave and stay hidden, not wanting any disruptions on such a solemn occasion. As Todd, Summer, Kit, David, Chesney, and Dee Dee carefully carry Paul's coffin down the aisle, the atmosphere is thick with grief, and Billy steels himself to conduct the service, fighting back his own tears. Meanwhile, at number 9, Tyrone tries to reassure the girls that Fizz isn't feeling well, but his attention quickly shifts when he discovers Hope's pencil case, and a vape falls out. Stunned, Tyrone and Fizz confront their daughter, who casually admits to stealing it from the corner shop, showcasing her defiance. Over in Turkey, Sarah is confronted by the CEO of the cosmetic surgery company, who offers to cover her hotel expenses but sidesteps the issue of paying for medical bills. When Sarah pushes back, he hands her a consent form from Bethany, adding to the turmoil. Back home, David informs Audrey about the company's refusal to cover Bethany's medical expenses, prompting her to suggest they take their grievances online to expose the company's actions. Meanwhile, in the cafe, Dee Dee shares her concerns with Kit, revealing that she contacted both the wedding venue and the holiday company, only to discover that Joel has already recouped their deposits, adding another layer of betrayal to the unfolding drama. As preparations for Paul's memorial rave get underway, the atmosphere is vibrant with bunting and glow sticks, reflecting the celebratory spirit Bernie wants to create. She turns to Todd, asking him to bring Paul's ashes so they can find the best spot for him on the dance floor. It's a bittersweet moment as the community comes together to honor Paul in a way that feels both joyful and deeply personal. Bernie wants to ensure that Paul gets the send-off he deserves, one that captures the essence of who he was. Meanwhile, Billy, still nursing a hangover, heads to the undertaker's expecting to collect Paul's ashes, only to be taken aback when he finds out that Bernie has already taken them. This revelation hits him hard. He had no idea and feels a mix of shock and frustration. At the rave, Bernie thanks everyone for coming and for making it a memorable night for Paul. Then she unveils her audacious plan to send his ashes into space, aiming for a grand finale that leaves the crowd both inspired and slightly bewildered. Back at home, tensions are rising over the financial strain of Bethany's medical bills. Gail suggests selling the house to cover the costs, a thought that horrifies David, who quickly points out that it would leave them homeless. This sparks a heated discussion about the sacrifices they're willing to make for family. Meanwhile, Daniel shares his idea of using some of Birdie's trust fund money to help Bethany, but Ken urges him to reconsider, highlighting the potential consequences of such a decision. Amidst all this, Dee Dee confronts Joel's dad, adamant that he must have gone on the run, showing just how tangled and complicated these personal crises have become in their lives. And that's a wrap on this emotionally charged week in Coronation Street. The community is grappling with the shocking news of Joel's disappearance and the devastating loss of Paul. As the characters navigate their grief and complicated relationships, the tension only seems to escalate. We see Billy struggling to cope with his emotions while trying to honor Paul's memory, and the fallout from personal conflicts only adds to the heartache. Bernie's plans for a lively memorial rave serve as a poignant reminder of how they want to celebrate life amid the sorrow. Yet, the unexpected twists, like her decision to send Paul's ashes into space, leave everyone reflecting on the bittersweet nature of their memories. Meanwhile, the financial pressures surrounding Bethany's medical bills are pushing family ties to the breaking point, highlighting the tough choices they face. With each character facing their own battles, it's clear that the drama isn't going anywhere soon. As we move into the next episodes, we can only wonder how these intertwined stories will unfold. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think will happen next? Make sure to subscribe for more updates and discussions on all things Coronation Street.